Welcome in, everyone, to another exciting session with the Second Chances. Today we'll be continuing their quest, their stories, their homecoming through the Feywild. But first, thank yous go out to Critical Role, whose world we use and play in like a giant sandbox, Exandria. As well as to all the musical artists we use music from, including Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, Hunter Rogertson, and Borislav Slavov. Check each of them out for music for your own tabletop gaming sessions. Last time, with the Second Chances, they've been on a bit of, I guess, a vacation, you could call it, into the Feywild with the Summer Court. Somehow, the Summer Court found out that the long-lost royal, Hyacinth, was in the Primaterial Plane, and they sent in a specialized team to get her and bring her back. There was some, we'll call them misunderstandings while that happened.
Way to put it.
It is a way to put it. It's the way I chose to put it. Some people were less than enthused about it, but following the reunion of Corey with their family, and Hermia with her estranged real blood father, people. It took a minute, but some minds were changed and people more or less kind of mellowed out. Rosalind had a moment with Avandra that has been somewhat galvanizing for her. She also was contacted in a dream by Saris, who says, if my parents say I can come to the Feywild, will you bring me to the Feywild? And now Saris is in the Feywild. Was there any other... Oh, yes, Corey had a little bit of a breakup with Gil, and she's lost her warlock powers, although she hasn't necessarily tried to use them, but she can tell a breakup has happened. But her mother, Titania, mentioned that she's an archfey, and you've always had that power inside you. You just need to be able to tap into it. And when they attempted to do so, they breathed a icy dragon's breath along the ceiling and then summoned a fog cloud, all on just pure instinct and power of will. Corey also told them that she plans on leaving at some point, to which that thought hadn't really crossed Titania's mind. She thought you would be staying for quite some time before leaving again so soon, and said that it would put her mind and the minds of the people to rest if the Second Chances could perform admirably in the theater. And so that's something that's going to be happening at some point after the feast. So we jump back in with all of you waking up in the morning. Saris and Corinth had just arrived, and Saris was playing with the dishes that can create any food you can think of, and created the ultimate cupcake.
Oh, right.
I was very proud of her for that.
And I believe that Maeve and Rosalind kind of had a heart-to-heart with everyone. The day is essentially yours until whenever it is that the feast happens. Oh gosh, I forgot what I was using for like our like Fey music. So we're gonna try a few here. I guess we can go with entering Zephyra for now. So the Summer Court is yours to explore while things are being prepared. They did say that they were going to come along and let you sort of know what the plays were, what you were cast as. Is that information that you would like ahead of time, or would you prefer that just kind of going in, doing it live?
I would like to know.
All
Sorry,
right.
Maeve would like to know.
So as you are all sort of getting set for the day, deciding like, well, shit, what are we gonna do in the whole Summer Court is ours to explore. 'Cause so far, you've only really been in, the sort of royal court areas. So I believe I had mentioned that it was Skelly, the jester of the summer court, who was kind of putting everything together for you, a leprechaun. And he eventually comes around and comes in and goes, all right, could we gather everyone up, please? Chop, 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 chop. Gather, gather, gather. Casting calls.
Casting call?
Casting call.
Wait, what's going
Okay.
on?
What are we doing?
Is everybody here? Second chances? Yes? Your Royal Highness. And he gives a deep bow that it looks like, because he's so like round and rotund, like he's literally spherical, this leprechaun. And as he bows, it really seems like he should just fall over, but he doesn't. Yes, we have selected 2 of the scripts that you shall be performing following the feast later today for all of the summer court. The inner ring, the outer ring, and anyone else who can fit into the theater or find a way to witness the spectacle.
Roz just looks over at Corey.
Spectacle sounds about right. What?
It will be a
gonna get to
performance of the ages. You must understand that young Hyacinth, beautiful Hyacinth, talented Hyacinth, her most royalist, magnificent Hyacinth,
Okay, yep,
has been
that's good.
missing for nigh on 2 centuries. That's 200 years.
It is.
That is 2 and some lifetimes for you mortal kind. And
Well,
so
I mean,
this
one
is
lifetime
a
for me, but-
big deal, as you mortals may say, for the
Oh,
people.
I've been around for about 207.
summer
It's not that
court.
exciting.
That
Fire
is-
roving assholes.
So you want us to be in a play?
Yes.
Wants to perform a play?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I just grabbed the scripts. If you could just give us a moment. I didn't really get to break the news just yet, so thanks for doing that.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh, my apologies, your royalness. Now, I understand that the theater from where you come from is a drab, boring affair where old, crusty people with fake white hair sit around with little magnifying glass eyes and watch it and tut-tut cheerio. But here, in the art of the theater, this is where true heroes and legends are made, crafted, and forged.
Yeah. Yes, big deal. It seems like
It's a big
so-
deal.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Let me just talk to my friends and castmates, and we'll be right with you.
All right. And he just stands there.
Could you give us a moment?
Yes, take your time. Still just
Could
standing
you be
there.
outside?
Oh!
Corey,
Sh-
it's
sure.
It's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, it's really okay.
He bounces
Well-
over out the door and is watching you from the doorway.
Shoves it close.
Oh, okay.
If that's what needs to happen, that they'll let you go.
How skilled do they think we are?
Yeah, you didn't like tell them that we're like great actors or anything, did you?
No, it was just sort of like proposed by my mom, and I guess it's just happening. Yeah, but basically what the ball said. Yeah, we're just. It's just for show.
I
It's
think he
just
has
for.
a name.
What the
I'm
balls
sorry, I'm
said.
flustered. I'm sorry, I'm really flustered. I shouldn't say that. But I know it's a big thing, but I just figured we're already a really good team and we kick ass and we're saving the world. So what's a little in
Hey.
front of Fey royalty?
Is this okay? Hold
This
on.
can't be any scarier than closing a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say that. Is this
She
just-
knocks on wood.
Yeah. So okay, let's like be clear here. This is because they want to laugh at us, right?
No. Well,
No.
I don't know. I think so. How my mom was talking about it was just more like, we want to kind of see how, the team kind of operates together so that she feels comfortable with me leaving. And I wanted to tell you guys something too. uh, I I kind of look at Zelus. I can't do anything anymore. Um,
That's a bullshit lie. You set the entire ceiling on
okay,
fire.
yeah, but I don't know how. I don't know if I'll be ready to be. I don't know if I'm combat ready right now. Me and Gil aren't. It's done.
Oh, are you
Oh,
Are you okay?
okay?
I don't know. It feels. I'm trying not to let it get to me just because it's like I really want to be happy and I know we're not going to be here for much longer and I want to enjoy every second of it that I can, but it just feels like if I don't know, to gain something you still have to lose something, and I don't know. But it's fine. I know that some of you guys didn't really like him, and
Oh,
did he
yeah.
not like the Phoenix pinions? I thought he wanted those.
oh shit, that's right. No, he did. It's just being with you guys and being with my family. I just didn't realize how much Gil really made me hate the world. He made me terrified of it. Made me hate myself. Um, and it's just weird because I feel like I should be angry or happy that it's over, but I don't know.
It's okay if
It
you
just
just
kinda
feel numb
sucks.
for a bit.
Yeah. Um. But anyways, so give me your potions, cause I will be field medic. I will carry things. Whatever. Just don't kick me out, please.
We're not
Um.
gonna kick you out.
We'll figure something
I
out.
mean, do you still have that dagger I gave you a long time ago?
Yeah. Um.
And might be time to start using that.
Maybe.
Or, I mean, what's this I hear about you setting the ceiling on fire?
Yeah, I mean that's
If you can do that, that's probably a good starting point.
Oh yeah, and so kind of what led to the guild breakup was that he's the fucking reason that my family couldn't find me. Um, and I guess was locking away some of my fey powers. I don't know. And
Did that
I
Whoa.
Yikes.
he said he doesn't know, but at this point I don't know if I believe that.
I
You
get
know.
that. I didn't like the person you became when you were around him. Not that you were a bad person, but you just weren't yourself. You just
Yeah.
seemed like a shell when he was there. And that, he made fun of my braid work, so whatever, but the way that he made you feel, I think, was the worst part of all.
Yeah.
But it's okay to miss somebody who, he's been there. We still miss people who are bad for us.
Yeah. Um.
All right, second chances then. If that is what is required of the court, then we're putting on a play.
And yeah, we're not kicking you out, Court.
And yeah.
Thank God, I was really worried because I was
Mm.
like, oh gosh, like, am I really gonna carry everything? I can't even carry my own stuff.
Here's the important thing. We focus a lot on our abilities, our combat abilities, because we're in a lot of dangerous situations. But we're doing what we're doing at the end of the day, and why we're so effective is because we trust each other. And that's not something that's simply fixed, that simply comes to be if we kick somebody out and get somebody new. That trust is really important.
I feel like I've
than
heard
your
that
abilities.
before.
Yeah, I think I told
Imagine
you that when
that.
you lost your arm.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like I've had to do this conversation a couple times.
Yeah.
Rosin nudges you, Maeve.
Nudges are back.
But
Sometimes I have wise things to say.
but yeah, Corey starts looking through you said there were 2 scripts?
They haven't been given to you yet. He still had them.
Oh,
We gotta
I
go
thought
back
I
to
said
him.
Would
I
you like
took
to
them
call
from
him back in?
Thank
Yes.
Yes, so you can come
I'll-
back in.
I'll poke
We
my
can
head
have
out,
him
be like,
introduce
"All
As
right."
you open the door, he's like literally like right there, like nose against
Oh,
it.
God.
So he's like in.
Corey falls back.
Welcome. It sounded like you had a productive meeting and talk. So if you are in high spirits, how about we talk about the casting call? Casting call. Second chance, everyone, please line up. Line up.
Oh boy. Okay.
The only place I've been in, I stood for trees.
Zana.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Zana gives you a little pat on the shoulder and says, "You'll be fine. This should be fun."
I'm glad you have confidence.
So,
Almost too bad Kalen's not here to see this. Go ahead.
the first, and you see that he only has 2 papers in his hand. So,
Suspiciously short.
That's good. Thanks.
first of all, since you're all from the mortal realm, we decided to do you a little favor, and one of the stories that we've chosen is of mortal design and make, so you're welcome. The second is perhaps one that you may recognize, but is one that we here in the Fae are quite fond of ourselves. So the first one is Little Red Riding Hood, or as we're going to be titling it, Little Red Riding Roz. Rosalind,
Oh my god.
you have the starring role of Little Red Riding Hood.
Is she gonna punch the wolf?
Leo, I believe your name is, you will obviously be playing the role of Grandma.
Hermia raises her hand.
Yes.
So is this the version where Little Red Riding Hood eats the wolf or has sex with the wolf?
That will be up to
Rosalind spits out whatever drink she has nearby.
That will be up to your own interpretation. We'll get to that in a moment.
Before or after the wolf's the grandma?
Who's playing the wolf?
Oh, I actually don't remember. But these are both real. I read them in literature class in college.
One question at a time, please. The way we do theater here is a bit different from the way you perhaps know it in your world, where it's the same lines every time, doing the same thing. It's quite boring. So you will have a bit of leeway to interpret and tell the story as you would like to. So yes, Leo, you shall be playing the grandmother. Zana, since you seem to be proficient with firearms, you will be playing the hunter.
At least that makes sense.
Zelus, you have been cast as the piece's main antagonist. You will be the big bad wolf. And then Maeve and Hermia, you will be extras as the wolf pack.
Easy enough, I guess.
Now, I'm sure you all know the story to Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Roz is on her way to see her elderly grandmother, grandfather, Leo, who is so old and so frail. You visit him once a week to bring desserts and cakes, but this week, something is a bit off, a bit amiss, if you will. We join Little Red Riding Roz just as she's approaching her grandfather's cabin, and then you'll take it from there. The second play is called Warrior Princess, the Dragon Slayer. This one is pretty straightforward. A warrior princess who is accompanied by her trusty squire must save the captured prince or princess from the big bad evil dragon. Timavra, you have been cast as the leading role of the warrior princess. Hermia.
I look to Lester. I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy.
Right, you're a dragon. You can use him in whatever way you need. Hermia, you shall be playing the role of the damsel in distress, the kidnapped princess. Zelus, you will be the ever trusty and stalwart princess's squire. Rosalind, you will be the main antagonist. Scale Terror, the dragon queen. And Zana and Leo shall back you up as your dragonlings.
Roz just goes, score!
I hand you Lester.
I'm Grandma and I'm Luster.
Do you have any questions?
Our general premise to the
Yeah,
story.
what's this premise?
The evil the dragon queen steals the
princess.
damsel in distress
Correct. And
the
princess
warrior
warrior
princess come to the rescue.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, exactly. Pretty straightforward stuff.
We're putting on 2 plays.
Yes.
We're doing 2 plays.
Yes.
And we're improving them.
Yes.
Oh God.
Who is Corey going to play?
Yes. Our prince. Hyacinth, you have a very important job as you will be the narrator. Now, the narrator's job is to direct the action, narrate what is happening, what needs to happen. You have power over the story and can rewrite parts or change motives to increase the drama or introduce a plot twist that might give a boost to the reception of the performance. Or you must be careful because it could also hurt it if the audience doesn't buy into the rewrite.
Roz, you better learn how to fuck an automaton.
Whoa.
But not
We
a
didn't
grandma.
decide
that
that we were going to do that version. Gross, Leo.
Roz is just. Oh, Little Red Riding Hood is not what she ever imagined on getting cast
Wait.
as.
How much time do I have to plan? Do we have to practice?
Oh, well,
and
here, you can
stuff?
take the scripts.
Okay.
Just 2 pieces of paper.
Yep, and the 2 pieces of
names and
paper
roles on it.
it's the roles, who's playing them, and then like a super brief description.
Cool.
Better than last time there was no play.
What
The
happened the last
pages
time
were
you were in a play?
blank.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
The
pages
pages
were
were
blank.
blank.
Okay.
Was it a silent play? Did you just stand there? Like,
All right,
Oh
so
no,
remember.
they just expected us to like. Just...
You have plenty
do
of
it.
time. The performance won't be until later after the feast, so please enjoy yourselves, partake of the court, go wherever it is that your heart seems fit, and we will call for each of you when it is
Oh.
Ta-ta! And you watch as he like pirouettes up, standing on just a toe, and then just like spins out and then down the hallway out of view.
I'm not sure how I feel about that guy.
The Fey realm was weird. No offense.
Phew. Sorry,
So-
guys. Whew.
Well, it sounds like you are going to be the one to sort of tell us what to do.
Corey, if you well, actually, I suppose all of you. But if you look into the main chat, you have the cast list. When we get to this point, you all also have additional abilities. We'll say based on your roles.
Abilities.
Snack basket.
Yep. So the characters don't yet realize this, but these will be combat challenges.
Oh,
Gosh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm ready.
Can I please get an actual roll sheet? Jesus, I don't know.
There, it's in the chat.
Yeah,
the group
yeah,
chat.
look
Well,
in
the
the-
first one's in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
The
Our
main
mixed scenes in
campaign
chat.
in Discord.
Oh, Discord.
Yes.
Okay.
We probably won't get to the dragon one tonight, which is good because I didn't realize I didn't finish it.
Fair enough.
You didn't realize?
Yeah, I thought that I did. ADHD's a bitch.
Okay, hold
I
on.
feel like that.
Is Leo playing a grandma or a grandpa? 'Cause you got both here.
It's up to you.
I'll do grandma.
You are grandma.
Or I'll
I have-
switch. I don't care.
I think you should
When
be
I
a
need to.
grandma.
Grandma's a Naywist.
Grandmother.
With that, the day is yours. Second chances. What would you like to do?
Out of curiosity, how did Saris react to the knowledge that this was about to happen?
You don't see Saris.
Oh, that's not
That's
not
more concerning.
comforting. Do I see Corinth?
Oh yeah. Corinth is kind of he's kind of pretty like bemused with all of it. As you like look over towards him, he's like, it just seems like an improv performance to me more than a play.
Yeah, it is. Remember, yes, and everybody. Where's Saris?
Oh my god, where is she?
Oh,
Where is she? Saris? And he like takes off out the hall in the direction of the jester.
I mean, she can't go too far because she's got
sure.
you in there in her head, right?
What? No.
The Roz?
Oh, well, sure, if she listens.
Did,
Let me tell you how often
Don't
I
you
listen to
have
my
a
tales.
sending stone that you could like?
I do have
call
that,
her?
yes.
Yeah.
Corinth, we have it sent. Oh god, and she goes off after him.
So, Corey, I do have some thoughts of how you're gonna be, narrating all of this.
Oh God, no idea.
Hey.
I honestly thought I was gonna be on stage with you guys and we would have a whole script, and I was like, that's fine. I'll just tap into my performer background, and I've never had to write anything, and I'm scared. I don't know. What do you have
I mean-
thoughts? Any of you?
Well, what do the Fae people like here? Like, what do they find entertaining? They said you could change
I
the
don't
story.
know.
It's
We
true, Corey's not been here for a while.
could.
I've not been here. I don't know. Hermia, do you know?
Zana goes, I don't, no offense, Hermia, but a lot of what you have told us about the Feywild has turned out questionable at best.
Where's the stage, Corey?
I don't know. What it might be the courtroom, and then they'll just grow a stage out of trees and shit. I don't know.
Where'd that guy go?
He pirouetted that way.
The Dancy guy. Dancy guy!
You want to go find him?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
You go to step out of the room, he literally pops out from there and goes, "Yes."
Oh my god.
His name is
God.
Skelly, by the way, a jester of the
okay.
summer court and patron of leprechauns.
Sure, Skelly.
Just like to point
Where's
out,
the
you and I
stage?
have a bit in common, and he points to his red hair.
Oh yeah, look at that. Twins.
Twinsies.
Where's the stage?
The stage? What stage?
Well, where are we gonna perform the play at?
Oh, you will be teleported to another dimension that is set up properly
Dimension.
for the proper.
Well,
That's
in that case, can
location.
you just point? Can you either make me or point me to the direction of a stage?
Why?
Why not?
Well, the performance isn't till later. What would you need a stage for now?
Isn't every day a play in which we are on the stage?
Ah, in that
That's deep.
case, are you not already on the stage, my dear?
I think you know exactly what I'm asking for, Skelly. Please stop making this difficult.
Ah, we are already on the stage. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Oh my god.
Yeah, give me a stage, please.
Here it is! And he opens his eyes wide.
You are really pissing me off, bro.
Have fun! And he begins to pirouette away again.
Okay.
I have I have a different idea, but
Corey, where's your sister that can make different rooms?
I don't know. I didn't have time to swap phone numbers. Sorry guys. I need to write. Oh my god, my family and the entire kingdom is going to be watching a play that I'm writing. Oh my god. And Corey
Corey.
runs up.
okay. Well, all right.
It's a trainer.
I'm
Well-
gonna wander around and either find a stage or find a big empty room.
I just turn. Who's left? Zelus, Twins on,
I
and I
say,
go.
if anybody wanted to follow anyone else, feel free to. Like if there was somebody
Yeah,
that you
I-
might have
I might
taken
after I
off
explain
after.
this.
Mhm.
I guess this is a dumb idea. I was gonna say maybe we should talk to any of the Fae around here and see what kind of performance they're expecting to see or what they're hoping to see. But I don't know if that's gonna help anymore.
I don't know why we have to go into a pocket dimension for Little Red Riding Hood. It's a little kid's tale, isn't it?
I mean, it can get. I mean, it's a kid's tale, but it can get kind of violent, right?
It sounds like that they're going to, instead of constructing a set, they'll probably send us to a pocket dimension where there's just like a cabin in some woods, probably.
Oh, so you mean like the actual like place, and then they're gonna watch from
Oh,
above
so
or
like an
something?
actual
Right.
set.
Jeez.
Maybe.
Also, why is there a wolf pack? What are we supposed? What am I and Hermia supposed to do? Isn't it just one wolf that pretends to be the grandma?
I
Maybe
don't know.
it's supposed to be a little bit more real.
I mean, I
You
guess.
could be my babies,
Would you
and
say?
I must feed. You could be my babies, and I would have to feed you.
You know what? That makes about as much sense as anything else. I'm good with it. I mean, I know a lot about
Couldn't
wolves.
you be a spider then?
A spider?
Don't spiders kill their suitors?
That's praying mantis, but yes. Don't ask me how I know.
All right.
I'm a ranger, damn it.
So those of you who are left in the room,
Yeah,
Rosalind
sorry.
went out to find Corinth and Saris. Did anyone want to join in on that excursion? Okay.
I'm trying to think of where I would go. You guys go first. I haven't decided.
Hermia, you're looking for a room or a stage, right?
Yep.
All right. Did
Did you tell us
anyone?
why you're looking for a room or stage? Like what you're trying to do?
Nope.
All right.
Cool. Right.
Corey, where are you running off to?
Run far. I went just back into my room because I'm assuming we were in the common room.
Yep. So you're just back in your room. Okay, that's fine. So Hermia, you would easily find a pretty big, spacious, open room at some point.
Okay. So, Hermia will, like she has Princess with her, but Princess is a backpack, so she'll take off Princess in backpack form. Be like, hey, weird question. Can you, like, turn into something that, like, makes music? Like a music box?
You watch as she there's like what you're in looks to be like, it looks like maybe it's set up to be like a lounge type area or like a meeting room of some kind. And you watch as she like kind of hops down off of a table that you set her on and scurries underneath it, and you hear like some crunching noises and like some slurping sounds.
That's probably fine.
And then she walks back out, and she looks like those little mini Transformer toys that like McDonald's used to have once upon a time. She looks like one of those as like a record player, and the like main sort of turntable part is her body, and one of the arms is the needle, and part of like the wood paneling kind of comes off and is the other arm, and two pieces of the paneling broken off coming down are the legs. And then you see just sort of up on top of it, blinking at you, are the two yellow eyes.
Can you actually make sound?
Starts tapping her foot on the ground.
Is okay, so no music is what you're saying.
Starts tapping her foot on the ground and like points at it.
Okay, I mean that could be considered music. Hermia is going to take off her real backpack and dig through it and pull out a pair of ballet shoes and switch out her boots for the ballet flats. And I was like, okay, you're my music, so keep doing that foot thing, and hopefully it sounds sort of like music. Okay?
They nod and just keep on going.
Hermia takes like a breath and closes her eyes and pictures herself back home to a empty, deserted, like, dance classroom, where the lights are partially dimmed because everyone else has gone home, but she's still practicing because she can't quite get the steps down that they went over in class.
Mm-hmm.
And she just starts to really slowly at first go through the motions of the different stances in ballet, and then slowly it morphs into Hermia kind of going through the stances that her and Roz do when they are sparring. And she kind of summons Folomir and is kind of like dancing, but also like fighting this like invisible opponent, as she just kind of like feels herself get kind of like agitated and upset, thinking about just how confused and how like bewildered and hurt she is with this new development with her father. And I don't know, she just fight cries, I guess.
Okay, yeah. And no one comes in to disturb you during all of this, so as much time as she'd like to dedicate to this, she can. Roz, you get caught up to Corinth pretty quickly, and he's like, all right, I can't find her. You have like magic or something that you yeah. See, how does it work?
She just brings it up to her and speaks into it. Saris, where did you run off to? Your father's getting ready to have a heart attack.
I'm exploring.
Is that all she says back?
Yep.
Roz just gives a very exhausted look.
Corinth pulls the stone away from you. Goes, "You listen here, young lady. If you don't come back to me right,
yeah, it doesn't work that way. You can only use it once per day. It's the worst magic item ever.
What?
Yeah, the standing stone only works once a day.
They're not paired?
How would I have given her a paired one?
I don't know. Oh, well, okay, all right.
We're gonna go. Let's go find her. Go find her. Her Rosalind will be keeping an eye on her. She'll be okay. Come on.
Make an investigation check for me, Rosalind.
Oh, her best. Great.
Tell you what.
Invoke me.
Corinth will give you
advantage,
but you can always spend inspo to make it better.
Take my advantage. That's fine. We'll take the 8.
Okay.
You invoke
Start
me
looking
at
around.
+11.
It is.
That's pretty good.
It is going to take you a minute.
Yeah.
But the two of you begin to look around the sort of royal court area, enlisting the help of a few guards here and there with you as well. But she doesn't seem to be anywhere within the area of the royal courts.
She wouldn't go out into the city, would she?
Are you asking me or are you asking Corinth?
No, I'm asking Corinth.
Probably. What does that mean?
Means we probably should go look out there.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, this is my first time in the Feywild, so I don't know.
Oh, great.
Presumably not. I mean, she is under the protection of Corey, so.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
She has a moment of like, you are very different than Shadow.
Did you say that?
No, it's just a
okay.
moment where she's looking at him like, this is not what I am used to.
He's a panicked parent, okay?
No, that's fair. Like, it's just like, I feel like it's just a moment where it settles in for her like, oh, this is different, all right.
All right, so the two of you are going to leave the summer court and head down into what is called the lower courts, kind of asking around and being directed in that way. You know that directly.
We're just going to ask guards on the way, like, hey, did you see a little girl run past here?
A few of them give you like a, yeah, some of them say no, and a few of them are like, which one? So somewhat decently helpful, but you are more or less kind of pointed out into the ever-changing Summer Bazaar, as it's called.
Great.
Zelus, what was your plans? Did you want to try and catch up with anyone? Do anything yourself?
If Rosalind had left early, then Zelus would have followed after Corey.
Okay, so Corey, you head into your room, looking for ink and quill and more papers, and Zelus enters.
When Zelus walks in, Corey has their showman's arcane glove using major image. And it's like a projector on the wall, and you just see and you hear this voice in a world like a typical trailer, like blockbuster trailer. And Corey keeps like rewinding it, like, that's not good enough. Wait, that's terrible.
Hello, Corey.
Hey bud, what's up?
Nothing. Just seeing how you are doing.
Just I'm fine. I'm fine. It's not like a lot of shit just happened and changed in the course of a day. And now we have this really important thing that I just said yes to because I was like, should be fine. It's just, a fun little play. And then it's a whole thing now, and everyone's gonna be there. And
Oh, I got that feeling from the moments your mother mentioned the play. Did you not understand that it was going to be a huge play with lots of people watching?
I don't know, a lot of things was happening. I just spit up like an ice storm or something, and then she was just, it's my mom. She's talking so sweet to me, and I was like, of course, mom, anything for you, mom. And now we're in this. No, I'm fine. I'm good. How are you?
I'm trying to get into character, so I am picturing what a big bad wolf would be like.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we can talk about some things. So I was thinking. So it's gonna be a little hard for you to have lines because the only thing you can say in your wolf form is I cannot say anything in this form. So obviously, so I was thinking maybe what if we like kind of like made the wolf like a speaking character, and like it is some sort of kind of shapeshifter, and then you're already a shapeshifter, so maybe that wouldn't be. Am I disrespecting the material? Are the OG hardcore fans gonna just like roast me and just hate it?
I think they will appreciate a subtle change in the concept art. I believe that your vision will resonate with all of the audience, especially the inner fandom.
Okay. Uh, well, okay,
Corey, there's a
sure.
knock at your door,
Uh,
and
w-
the two of you turn to see your older sister Veronestra standing there, wearing this long, sort of flowing gown that pixies are like holding up the back of it behind her, and the entire thing is made of like lilies. Knock, knock. I hope that I'm not interrupting anything.
no, why? I hide my showman's glove and turn off the movie presentation. No, what's up, big sister? Sorry,
Is everything okay?
yeah, I'm sure Mom told you about the play.
I've heard. Yes, everyone
Um,
is very excited.
Everyone's excited. Great. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of writer's block right now.
Sorry,
And
writer's block?
yeah, it's like a thing when you're trying to create or do something and you just can't, you don't have any inspiration, sort of thing.
Right. No, I know what writing is. I'm wondering how it pertains to the performance.
Well, Skelly kind of said that, like, I would be narrating some
Yeah.
stuff and, kind of.
Oh, you got the
uh,
narration part? Oh, that's wonderful. It's the
Yeah.
best part.
Is it?
It is. You have control over everything that happens.
Well, oh, do I?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You could
Okay.
decide, for example, you're doing the little red girl gets lost in the woods story, right?
Yeah.
You could decide at the last second, for example, that the grandmother and the wolves suddenly have a thing for one another and they want to, like, run off and, like, have a sorted affair or something. And then they have to fight their way through
Oh.
Red and the Hunter.
Oh. Oh, wow. So, like, familial betrayal?
Yes.
And, what's the other word? I can't think of it.
Patricide?
Okay. Not patricide.
Oh.
It's when, you have, I guess, feelings for an animal.
What word is that?
I guess that's different. Home. Never mind. Anyways,
No concept of bestiality in the
nope. Yeah.
Feywild.
Yeah, so sorry, I'm not trying to seem like a complete klutz here or anything like that. I just met all of you and I just really want to make sure this is good and, I I just don't want it to be bad and look bad on the family.
Oh, honey, you were going to write it out beforehand. Oh, no, 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 no. And she kind of comes over and kind of takes you by the shoulders and sits you down. Oh, that would have looked real bad.
Oh, okay.
Part of the fun and the magic and the chaos of it is that you and your castmates make it up on the spot as you go. That's what makes the theater here in the Feywild so magical and different compared to, the way that mortals do it. We have to prepare everything
Oh.
down to the last minute detail and rehearse it all
Oh.
the time for like 2 months leading up to the
Yeah.
performance.
How silly. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Hmm. Okay. Well,
Is there a play that we could watch? So
Oh
we could
gosh!
get
Oh,
the
you move.
idea?
Right, you move. Oh my God, that. Sorry, that it was a bit frightening. Right, you are the automaton. Zelus, was it?
Yes.
You stand frighteningly still. What was the question?
The less movement you take, the more energy you are able to conserve. But I was asking, maybe if there is a play going on right now that we could watch, we would gain ideas on how proper Fey theater is to be involved.
I mean, there's probably a few that are happening down in sort of like the general areas where the riffraff and the peasants are hanging out. If you head through the market of fleeting opportunities, usually there's sort of like some party grounds, if you will, happening down there. If you can make your way through all of the debauchery and the drinking and the dancing and the merrymaking, sometimes they're putting on community theater. Ugh.
oh.
Yes, I know, it's as bad as it sounds.
Well, I mean, it's not, some people just need to make a start. for
Oh no,
themselves.
yes,
Corey's
for sure,
definitely thinking.
definitely. It's not like they can do any better, but it's not
Oh.
the same high art form that we're going to get from your performances later.
Corey is definitely thinking of all the times they tried to get into community theater and didn't even get into that.
Look, you're going to be
Oh.
fine. I have the utmost faith in you, but I actually came here for a different reason.
Oh, yeah.
One moment. And she walks over and she kind of looks out to see if there's anybody else out there, and she shuts the door and comes and sits back down. I'm worried that one of your friends doesn't like me.
Oh, what?
What are you looking at me
Um,
for?
Who?
Tried to punch her.
Who?
Rosalind tried to punch me through a wall of force when I first met her.
Oh, yeah, sounds like
Oh,
her.
she does that.
And our
Classic Roz.
our interaction earlier when I was creating all of these wonderful and personalized rooms for you, it just seemed a little bit forced. I want to make sure that I make a better impression, because I can tell that she means a lot to you, and that means that she means a lot to me as well.
Oh,
But she also, is very tall, and she has those things that people have sometimes.
what?
When people are they do
Anger issues?
I mean, maybe she might have those
Ew.
as well. No, they're the things that like grow on you when you have to do work. When you have to do work, they grow.
They grow muscles?
Yes, she has muscles. And I feel like
Okay,
we're
yeah.
probably not into similar things. So I was hoping you might be able to, I don't know, help.
Oh. Oh, it. Look, I'm sure Roz really likes you. Everyone's been really happy to meet, my family, and it's just been a lot, like a lot. So, and I am going to hopefully talk to whoever led the mission, because typically kidnapping, because that's what it was, and to be honest, that's where all the fairy tales come from, like, oh yeah, they're gonna swap out your babies or just take them away, and
All right. Well, look, I wasn't the one in charge of setting that up and deciding how to go about it in everything, but from my understanding, the idea was to not obviously put our people in danger should those who have you not want to give you up or
Yeah.
be bad people. But so that's in the past. You're here. Everyone is happy, and I just don't want to get punched in the face, because if she breaks my nose, Corey, I will have to retaliate. And even with her big old muscles, it's not going to go well for her.
No. Look, Roz is an amazing person, and as much as it's been a lot for my group lately, I think if you just ease into it and you just, get to know her a little bit, I think she'll respect that, and and she knows that you're important to me too.
Get
And
to know her.
Yeah.
All right.
Not too crazy. Like don't like go into her room and through her things or anything like that. Like just talk to her and strike up a conversation, and you know maybe you just like let her know like, hey, sorry for our first meeting, and hope we can kind of reset a little bit.
But I'm not
And
sorry.
okay, say
Wait,
you're
do you mean
sorry
like I should
for how it happened.
Like I should listen? Like just listen?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that doesn't seem too hard. Sure, I could
You
try
could also
that.
lie and just say you're sorry.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, just and then maybe you could share a little bit about yourself, and you guys clearly are both badasses, so I'm sure you'll find some common ground there.
All right. Okay, I will try that tonight at the feast then.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, based on my interactions with mortals, it seems that they enjoy being complimented. So try complimenting Roz on her muscles.
Not too much. Not maybe don't do that. Maybe say something like I admire your heroic spirit, but don't go for some more. We don't just go straight for physical features. That does not land well most of the time if it's just first meetings and stuff.
All right.
Oh, make sure she has been drinking first. I forgot
No,
to add
don't
that
do
part.
that.
Physical complimenting on
Zelus.
physical characteristics always
No.
goes over well after they've been drinking.
I will take all of that into consideration. Thank you.
God save us from Zelus.
All right.
Does the name Damien Frostfire mean anything to you?
That guy's the best.
Could always ask. Enjoy your time before the feast, and if you get a chance to, you could always go out and check out the Market of Fleeting Opportunities. There's always all sorts of fun knickknacks and treasures to find in there.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I know we just met, but so I used to have a patron and now I don't.
Yes, I heard about that. A genie, apparently.
Yeah, a genie. And so my group and I, we do a lot of heroic saving and stuff, and I guess I do need to get some stuff because I can't do anything anymore.
Well, the market would be a good place to look. I'll see if maybe I have anything lying around, a little hand-me-down. That's the thing they do in the mortal realms, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would love that. Thank you.
All right. Well, I will speak to you later then. And she leans over and gives you a hug.
Give her a hug back.
She stands up, and the fairies who had all kind of sat down, they flutter up and they grab the back of her dress, and she leaves. Leo and Maeve, the two of
Yes.
you decide you want to go and explore around.
Let's go find these. Were we told about these markets?
Yes. I think if
Okay.
you're going to ask around again, you've basically been given your leave of the Fey realm here. So
Yeah, I'll
obviously
just
staying
look-
within the summer court is preferable for your safety. But I'd say that probably by the time you are getting to the point where you're going to head down, because again, the sort of court here is built into this giant, tree. Whenever you've looked out windows or gone across bridges or out onto sort of balconies, it looks like you are in just this massive tree, but you've never taken steps up or down anywhere. And when you're able to see the tree from the outside, it doesn't seem to be as big as what the inside would suggest. But when you are eventually looking for directions on how to get down into the sort of lower court areas, I think that's about the time that Rosalind and Corinth are being directed in that sort of area as well. So you do meet up with Rosalind in Corinth as all of you walk out of the doors, down a few steps, and before you have, it looks like, imagine Renaissance fair, right? But with that sort of Feywild sort of vibe, but it's at the height of celebrations on a mixed theme
Fairy dust is
weekend.
real.
Fairy dust is real. As far as you can see to the horizon, you see tents, you see stalls, you see like flea market areas that are sort of set up. You see permanent structures. You see carts and carriages that have windows built into them in order to sell their wares. You see street performers. There are minstrels and bards. You see small sort of makeshift stages that are set up that has dancing on it. There are wood carving contests. There's people doing pottery battles. Like everywhere you look, something different is happening. And if you spend too long looking in one place, when you look back for what you saw before, it's been replaced by something. And Corinth
Ross
is
looking
white.
out. Ugh.
She's out there. You know what's scarier?
I'm a good
than,
tracker.
You know what's scarier than losing your child?
What's that?
Knowing that you have to go home and tell your mother that you've lost her grandchild.
Ross gets a 1,000-yard stare on her face as thinks about Evelyn back home. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Good.
We should probably go find her.
Because if we don't
Does
find
Anna
my
come with
daughter,
us, or-
you're telling her.
Ross looks at Maeve and Leo. We need to recruit your assistants.
Yeah, well, did Zana come with us? I would have invited her, but I don't know if she wanted to come.
No.
Okay.
All right, so
No.
you're
Okay.
going to try and find Ceres. I
No.
would like you to make an investigation check at disadvantage, but because you have people helping you, you can do it as a straight roll.
And channel Leo.
Plus 11.
Better than Roz's good old +0.
Oh, sorry.
22.
Investigation is plus 8.
So dirty 20 then.
Dirty 20. All right. So at first you decide, you know what, we should probably stick together, seeing as how this all works. It'd probably be very difficult to find your way to one another if someone were to spot her. So for now, you decide to stay together. You begin to sort of make your way down some of these aisles, sort of taking in the sights. It's overwhelming. The amount of different people you see. There are satyrs, there are pixies, there's centaurs, there's dryads, there are humanoid sentient species that you don't recognize. You see a bugbear arm wrestling an adult fairy dragon. You see a dwarvish man with metallic-looking skin who's having a drinking contest against what just looks like sunflowers. He's losing. And someone calls for your attention. You there? Yes, you. I see more. I know mortals when I see them.
Boy.
It kind of
calling us.
It takes you a minute to be like, this person talking to us. Just keep walking, and then
Just keep
eventually you
walking.
kind of realize
Make
it
eye
is.
contact.
And you turn to see a older woman. Looks humanish. Doesn't have pointed ears or anything. Looks like 150. Like this woman looks
So
real old. Like this woman looks like if you pushed her over, she would collapse and scatter down into dust. Yes, I know tourists when I see them. Perhaps you would like to browse my wares. Special deal for those whose turn it is on the Fey plane for the first time. And I can tell when newcomers are here. So please, 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 browse to your heart's content. There are 3 boxes in front of her. There's no other wares. There's just 3 boxes.
We're looking for someone who's lost.
Perhaps you will find what you need here. It is said that my boxes present to you what it is you need most.
This sounds like it's like some fortune telling.
Boy, doesn't it? Roz,
It doesn't hurt to open a box.
oh, that doesn't sound like a thing that's true at
You
all.
don't have to buy what's inside, but know that once it shows you what it is, when the box closes once again, that thing will no longer be there when you open the lid. Once in a
Roz will
lifetime.
open the box.
There's
No
nothing. There's
conversation.
nothing in there. You didn't let me finish.
Oh.
It's 1 gold to open the box.
Oh. Puts gold on the in her hand.
Thank you. She takes it. You watch as the sort of gold gilding on the top of the box suddenly lights up. You can open the box now.
It's literally a fucking loot crate. She opens it up.
God, it is.
I would like you to roll
You tell me to roll a dice, I swear to God.
a D10 and a D100.
This ain't
Oh,
personalized
God.
what you need. It's
A
randomized.
D10 and a D100, you said?
Yeah, and you don't know yet. Let's wait and see.
Did you make tables for all of us?
2 and 16.
A 2 and a 16. Ooh.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna do it too because I like. numbers.
I want to do it so many times.
All right. A 2 and a 16. As you open the box, you see within it, folded neatly, what looks to be a pair of gray pants. Go
Gray
ahead. Take them out. You can take a look at it. Lifting them up, they seem to be, and they are in your size, soft gray cotton leggings. No, one moment, and she takes out this monocle and puts a monocle in. Ah, yes, the leggings of the contortionist. While wearing these leggings, you can become incredibly flexible.
Something I need to know
These
about you. And
magic sex items?
I was gonna say
No,
something,
these
something
leggings
to
were
interrupt you.
worn by Filian Tenor, a performer who was desperate to escape his abusive master.
A bard.
Using the trousers' magic, he was able to fold himself into a box and was smuggled out of the city by his friends.
Roz looks at the box that she just opened.
No, not that box.
Didn't go well, I
It wasn't
take it.
that box.
Oh.
That one's far too small to fit a bard into.
I mean, I guess
Unless...
we need a.
Well, unless they contortioned real good.
Or you chop them down into tiny little bit pieces.
Okay, I have to go look for a missing child, so here's your pants.
You don't want them?
Are they mine?
400 gold?
No. And she hands them back and leaves with Corinth.
She stuffs them back into the box and closes it. You
Oh, I thought
miss.
everything was like 1 gold.
No, it's 1 gold to check the box. You still have to pay for what's inside.
Is this the archfey of Electronic Arts Gaming?
This isn't a charity. Did the two of you want to
What's his name
try?
again?
ABA.
Did you want to give it a try?
Try it once.
I toss a gold.
All right, roll a d10 and a d100.
Six and 14.
14. Ooh. As you open, Leo, inside, you find a heart-shaped clay bottle with a label written in a forgotten language. Inside, the potion is pink, thick, and slightly chunky. It has a bit of a sweet scent to it, like overripe apples left to sit in the warm sun. Ah, yes. She puts the little monocle over her eye. This, my good man, is a love elixir. If you use this, whoever drinks it falls in love with the next living creature they see. Now, the enchantment only lasts for 4 hours, after which the user may feel a bit disoriented. Use with caution. That will be 500 gold. This is much sought after.
Oh, good.
I looked at Maeve. It's like, I'm not into forcing people to love me.
Neither am I.
You know, it's funny. The potion was originally commissioned by a young lovesick girl who had eyes only for the tavern keeper's daughter. But she never actually used the potion. She stored it away in a cabinet while she pursued the girl's affections the old-fashioned way, and the two eventually became very close and eloped to the countryside, where to this day they still happily run a small barkeeping business.
Good. You don't need the potion after
So
all.
it could be that just by having the potion, you don't actually need it.
think I'm good with falling in love again.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one.
Very well. And she closes the box. And would you like to try, miss?
Sure. Sorry, did you say Zana's with us or no?
No, Zana's not with you.
Oh, okay. I was confused. Did she say where she was going?
Nope, she just said she was going to stay up in the room.
All right. 1 in 24.
1 in 24.
We're getting such low rolls.
I know. On
You-
D100s.
Open your box, and in it you see a white band of carved bone threaded onto a necklace of braided twine.
Okay.
This is the Sooth Song Amulet. When swung in a fast circle on its chain, it will emit a high-pitched sound that has a calming, soothing effect on those that hear it. It reduces anger, fear, and other forms of agitation, magical or natural. And the stronger the emotion, however, the less likely it is to work.
That could actually be good for meetings.
Just swing this around for everybody so they can calm the fuck down. Yeah, I don't know. That feels like a weird way to do it. How much is
How
it?
much?
Let's say 300 gold.
If you really want it, I'm probably not going to use it. That being said, man, calming people down be nice.
I think we should buy something so they don't get pissed off at us and seek
You
vengeance.
should, yes. You don't want to piss off a Fae on your first visit to the Feywild.
Do you want to pay another gold for more loot box? This is a bad start. This is a very bad start.
Oh,
This system is corrupt and bullshit.
It's
All
up to you.
right. Look.
Oh.
You seem like a special sort. I have something I probably shouldn't have.
What?
If you don't
Oh.
mind stepping back behind the curtain, and you're willing to pay the price for it,
Bones.
3,000 gold. So if you don't have the money, just keep on walking. But it's going to be well worth your while if this is the sort of thing you're into.
Oh, good. We have 13,000 gold.
Did I say
Don't say that out
3,000?
loud.
I meant
No,
5,000.
no. I don't say that out loud.
Oh.
Sorry. That was. I mean, I'll say it inside Leo's head, but
Mhm.
no, that's.
I mean,
Babe's like, ah.
yeah, let's check it out. And if not, I'll buy what was in that last box.
She closes the box. Hopefully
No,
you
you
buy
won't.
this. Come. And she comes out from behind the stall
gonna
and
die.
sort of opens a curtain into her tent. You can't see into
Okay.
the tent. Despite it being like daytime, like summer light here, as she opens the curtain, it's just darkness in the tent.
All right. Well, Roz is gonna kill us, but okay, we're in too deep now.
The two of you walk in, and your feet
Oh, this is-
immediately hit like hard stairs. Like you're
Yeah.
walking down into a cellar. There's boxes, there's crates in here. You see a few manacles on the wall. She goes, "Don't worry, I don't use those."
Is this a drug deal? I've been in drug deals like this before.
No. She takes you back to a table. There's a bunch of other sort of small things here and there, little boxes, little chests. And she grabs this small sort of locker, this little lock box, like kind of big enough to where you could like hold it under your arm, could easily fit it into like a bag of holding. Looks like it's been carved out of fossilized wood. Very, very fine detail. Seems very, very old and ancient. It's chained and sealed.
Oh, good.
Are you familiar with familiars?
Yes. I point to Luster.
That's a familiar? It looked like I thought that's more of a drake. I mean
yes,
like the
Okay.
All right, yes. Well, This is said to be a familiar that once belonged to a powerful, now long forgotten archfey.
Oh.
It's more powerful than a regular familiar. You don't have to worry about summoning it with a spell slot. It is undying and bestows other benefits upon you besides just the usual familiar stuff like, oh, you can see through its eyes, you can hear through its ears, you can cast spells through it. It will take an attuning to its lockbox here.
Well,
Can we see it first?
Can only be opened by one attuned to it.
I don't have attunement nor have need for a familiar, so you can go right ahead and I will give you the money.
I mean,
It obeys.
kind of nice to have another.
It obeys all verbal commands from its master without question.
You want
Got
some
the
magic?
attunement slots. Sure. As long as it doesn't eat me. Will it eat me?
It
Is
will.
it cursed?
It will not eat you, and I do not believe it to be cursed.
Can I insight that?
You can.
I will as well.
Go for it.
You roll 23.
Would you get Lloyd?
It's 11 plus 7, so 18.
Her demeanor since coming in here has changed with you. You know, outside, she was definitely like slinging the art of the deal. But since having you come in here and knowing that you have the money on you for this, she seems like she's very serious and sort of intent right now. You don't clock anything that says to you that she's lying about the curse.
And she doesn't seem like she's desperate to get rid of this.
No.
Okay. And I'll ask May for the money and
3,000 gold.
make the exchange
All right.
and
God, I
start
hope-
attuning to it.
Yep. So you give her the 3,000 gold. She gives you this small lockbox in this little sort of locker, and sends you on your way. And then she takes her spot back behind the stall and starts trying to flag down everyone else. You hurry up the way a bit, and you see Roz and Corinth about 50, 60 yards up ahead of you. So you're able to catch up to them pretty quickly. And you can attune to that sort of as you go, but you see Leo carrying this fossilized, carved wooden box with chains wrapped around it.
Do I even want to know?
I mean,
It's supposed to be a familiar.
it's not cursed.
Then why is it chained?
Good question. I'll ask it when I can talk to it.
Great.
All right.
Let's.
I like to think Corinth was like, that's a great question.
If Corinth wasn't so focused on trying to find Saris right now, probably would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Hermia,
That's what Roz is focused on.
how long do you think that you do your cry dancing for?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, we'll say about the time that you are finishing up, you hear a soft clapping from behind you, and you turn to see Zana standing there in the doorway.
I figured.
I
Pretty good at that.
sure, I guess.
Oh, I would know. I was trained.
To dance?
I was trained to do a lot. Yes, dance included.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm done now. Was there something you needed?
Everyone else has ran off to explore around. Rosalind's looking for the little girl she lost. So I thought that I would come and see how you were doing. You seem to be struggling.
I guess no more than usual.
Feels like it's a little more than usual. But if
mean-
you don't think talking would help, we could go shoot something. You ever shot a gun
Shoot
before?
Something? No.
Do you want to?
Not really.
No.
I mean,
Most people are pretty excited to try it out.
pretty noisy.
I can solve that if that's the only issue stopping you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And she takes this small, long, cylindrical piece of metal out of her pack. I don't use them often because I don't have a whole lot of them. They deteriorate rather quickly, and we don't normally need them with... Others in our group are loud enough as is. It would be a bit of a waste.
It's no easy.
Okay. I guess we could go shoot something, but what are we gonna shoot?
She shrugs. I'm sure we can find something.
As long as it's something and not someone.
Yes, I agree. There's all sorts of porcelain glassware and such in those rooms. We could just throw that out the window and shoot it.
Isn't that somebody's stuff, though?
Yeah, rich people. They can get more stuff. Hermia, aren't you rich?
I mean, technically.
So when you broke something, were you scolded for it?
Yes.
And did a replacement for that something show up eventually?
It depends on if it was mine or not.
Well, these aren't yours, so I don't think we have to worry about it.
I guess that means they would get replaced, wouldn't they?
They probably would.
I don't know. I still kind of feel bad because it's like Corey's family stuff, and we're supposed to be making a good impression. I feel like Maeve would not approve.
Probably not. Well then, would you rather figure out why your father didn't respond to you?
Not sure how you'd figure that out.
I bet we could find someone within these court walls who can do like a scrying thing. No? Or better yet, you can detect magic, right?
Yeah.
Follow me. And she turns and walks out.
Okay. I follow her, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And the two of you kind of walk through some of the corridors. Eventually come up to a corner, and she turns to you and holds her finger up. And then you watch as she uses shape change and changes into Veranestra. Pulls her cloak around her, and you watch as the cloak changes into... it looks like it's completely made out of lilies. Stay right here. I will be right back. She walks around the corner,
Okay.
and you hear, "What are you two doing here?" "We're guarding the vault, your highness. You're needed to help prepare for the feast. The prince is back after 200 years. You know that any of the other courts could pull something. We need extra guards there more than we need them with these dusty old antiques. Go." "Yes, ma'am." You hear the sound of
fucking up.
you hear the sound of footsteps and hoofs sort of beating their way down the hallway. And then Zana pokes her head back around the corner and goes, "Come on."
Are we robbing a vault?
I was going to borrow some stuff, but if you want to rob it, we could.
I mean, me and Roz already got arrested. I don't think I need to get arrested again.
Oh, Hermie, you've only been arrested one time?
That's what you said I needed to do!
Yeah, sure. But if it's just one time, you know. And she walks over to the door.
I don't know.
All right. You have Dispel Magic as well, don't you?
Yes.
You want to hit the door with it just in case there's an alarm on it?
Why are we robbing him? This is so bad,
We're
Zana.
not
What?
robbing. If we don't take anything, it's not robbing.
I suppose it's still trespassing, though.
Yes, I'll give you that. It is trespassing.
Oh, we're gonna get in trouble.
Only if we're caught.
I'm gonna blame you.
No, you won't. I was never here.
Oh, what do you mean you were never here? You're right there.
She turns into Roz.
Okay,
Gives
that's
you a
not
smile.
allowed.
Do you feel a little bit more comfortable now?
Oh,
No,
God.
that's not allowed. Zana, not cool.
Turns back into herself. Dispel the door, please.
All right. I guess Dispel Magic.
All right. Roll a
It
D.
only does it for like one effect, though.
Let's hope there's not more than one. Roll a D20 and add your charisma to it.
Higher than level 5?
Yeah.
Well, that's only a dirty 20.
Okay. So you cast Dispel Magic on the door, and you watch as there's like this flash, like there's a transparent glass there, and then like sand, it just kind of all falls to the ground, but sort of dispersed. It doesn't remain there, as it was just sort of this arcane essence. She goes, there, see? All right, now let me try. And she takes out her thieves' tools. This is a very ornate and expensive looking lock here, and she begins to go to work on it. And after about 20 seconds, as she's turning, there is this clicking sound. As she's turning, you hear like this, like click, 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 like a clock almost. And then you hear like a loud snapping sound, and Zana stops.
Did you break your lockpick?
She is completely frozen.
Oh, great.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, great.
Oh god.
I guess. Dude, I don't know what would work on that.
Is Hermia panicking right now?
She's debating about whether to not, like, leave a note that says this was all my idea, sign Zana, and just leave her there. But she thinks Maeve might be upset. So she will dispel magic on her.
So as you are about to cast it, she goes, I'm just fucking with you. Don't waste a spell slot. And she opens the door.
My god.
Right.
Honestly,
I
it's
should
impressive
just-
skill.
I should have just left you.
Well, go ahead and turn on your detect magic, and let's find something useful in here. And as you walk in, it's... I guess I don't necessarily know what you expected. But instead of a vault, it looks more like a museum than like, you know, storage or like a vault room or anything like that. Do you want to turn on your detect magic item thingamabobber?
Yeah. I do that.
Okay. So obviously you only get sort of the type of magic on them, but as you're kind of walking and looking through things, first thing you notice is actually something very similar to yours. You see, it looks like it's maybe a bit more fancy, maybe of a higher quality, but you see a cloak of displacement sitting up on a thing. It's giving, I think, abjuration magic off, and Zana, seeing it, goes, this looks a little bit better than yours. Is
Wow,
it
thanks.
that, no offense, yours is being used, this one is being stored. Is it, do you still consider it robbery if we were to swap them?
Yes.
So that's a no then?
No, we're not going to take stuff or switch
right.
stuff.
Going along a little bit further, you see a broom that is giving off an enchantment similar to the flying spell.
Okay.
She looks at you, still no?
No.
You see a amulet that gives off very high level abjuration magic. Based on the look of it and actually given your... Actually, you know what? Give me an Arcana roll.
Hold on. This is flat. Okay. Okay, that's a nat 20.
Okay, yes. So you would know that for the first thing you saw, that wasn't just a cloak of displacement. That was a cloak of displacement +1. What you're looking at right now is a amulet of the plains. And as you kind of start to look around, you actually realize that you actually recognize a lot of these magic items. Whether they're, I guess, real or not is up for debate, but you've read about them at one time or another. And you kind of start going along and like pointing each of them out. There's the Rod of Lordly Might, which is a special magic item that can literally turn into any weapon that you want it to. You see something that you're pretty sure is fake because you don't feel like the Summer Court would have it, but you see a weapon, a bladed weapon, that looks like it is made of black glass with like a white obsidian handle, and you recognize it as a mythological blade known as Black Razor. You don't believe that it is real, all things considered. It probably shouldn't be here. You see, you actually see a collection of weapons that they're all bladed. They all have red, like they're made out of some sort of red metal, the blade is, and you recognize them all as being Vorpal weapons that can sometimes just instantly decapitate something. You see just a giant hole in the floor, which is a portable hole. And you eventually come upon an orb that is giving off divination magic. And Zana goes, that's the one we want. I mean, we want all of it, but that's the one we need.
We can have all of it.
So you
Yeah. I've been thinking about this. I don't know, Zana. What if I found something that I don't want to know?
What wouldn't you want to know?
I don't know that, like, he just left because he doesn't care. Which, I mean, I guess I'm already feeling that way, but I don't need confirmation.
I think you do need confirmation. Because if you know, then fuck him. And if you look in on him and he's a decapitated head on a pike, then you know that it's not his fault and he'd be here if he could.
He said he can't die. He's like the mushrooms.
Right, but if he's a head, he also still can't walk around.
I mean, I assume it'll grow back eventually.
Look, either you cast a spell magic on this case or I set off whatever alarm or spell is on it when I smash through it.
How many spell effects are on the case?
You only see one, an abjuration.
Okay, fine. I will dispel it.
All right, roll a d20, add your charisma. Oh, right, is it? It's your spell casting. Is it just your ability modifier, or you get to add like your spell attack bonus to it as well?
It's ability modifier.
Just your ability modifier. Okay.
Same as counter spell.
Okay. 21.
Yes, you watch as it fizzles, and she goes, "That's actually a lot easier. I don't have to smash anything." And she takes out her lock picks and picks the back of it and picks the scrying eye up out of the case and shuts it and relocks it. Do you want to do this here, or should we head off somewhere?
I mean, you said if we don't leave with it, then it's not stealing, so I assume we would have to do it here.
Out of everything in here, let me be completely honest with you, this looks the least expensive.
Doesn't mean it's right.
Okay. What if, and she reaches into her bag and she pulls out another glass orb. It's a bit smaller and has like this weird kind of blue tint to it, and she slips that into where it was.
What was that?
That's a glass orb.
That's it. Just a marble.
Mm-hmm.
Mavis gonna need to lecture you or something, because I'm not the right person for this right now.
Navi knows the lecture anymore.
Excuse me?
Let's just go.
She puts the scrying eye into her bag, and the two of you leave. There's nothing else you wanted to take while you were in here, Hermia?
No.
All right.
Does Donna take anything? Not that I know it.
No, because she would need you to dispel something.
Oh, at least there's that.
Yep. So
Grab that cloak of displacement.
you shut the door
A couple
behind
of those
you.
Vorpal.
She relocks it. Well, let's see if she's able to relock it. Yeah, she's able to relock it. And the two of you head off to find a private room. Zelus and Corey, after Veranestra leaves, what are you up to? Did you want to go and try and find people?
So, Corey, now that you are a prince, how about if you take me and show me the vault?
Oh. What for?
Well, you are a prince, so you are entitled to all the contents within, so let's get to it.
Yeah, probably, but I don't want to do that right away. I mean, I don't even want to do that. They're my family, Zelus.
That's true. Stealing is wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe we could go check out the market. Now that I guess I just kick over stacks of paper. Yeah, since we just got improv it, so why not? Let's have some fun. Maybe I'll
Also, I
don't know,
don't want
maybe-
people to forget that there is a giant pile of gold and jewels in the corner
Yeah.
of Corey's room that her sister saw and just didn't say anything about.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
don't, yeah,
Grab
and
your
all
card.
this gill hoard, I guess, because
The Gill Horde.
yeah, just like a bitter axe. I start yelling at the drawer where I put him in, dumping all my stuff on the side of the street. Yeah, maybe we could, I don't know. Why don't we just go have a classic, Corey and Zelus adventure?
Oh no.
I
Shopping
do
day.
need- Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea. And Zelus goes over and kicks over a pile of paper as well.
All right, the two of
So
you
you
head.
need my money, but you got the money there, so.
The two.
How much mullahs?
Oh, you can't fit all of the mullahs into whatever you have. So
Jesus.
we will
What?
say that you can each hold.
Zelus has a bag of holding.
You?
Well, it's 500
I got
pounds.
that.
But
I got that from the gala for my present.
Ah.
Oh, right. You did. I forgot about that. Very useful.
So we can hold 500 pounds.
I can't remember if that's the handy sack or if it's the bag of holding.
All right.
Yeah, we have a bag of holding.
Zelus, if you...
Yeah, 500 pounds worth.
All right. So you can fit up to 25,000 gold in there, but it's going to take you a minute to fill it up with gold, and you can't hold anything else in there. So how long do you want to spend scooping gold into your bag?
Is there more than 25,000 gold there?
Yes.
Could we? Oh my! Corey is like looking at this and realizing. Then why were we on the streets the whole time? I didn't know I wrapped that much up. We could have gotten
Corey.
a hotel for a whole month. What the heck?
Make an insight check for me.
Oh my gosh, I don't even
Could
want
have
to.
bought a hotel.
Yeah, what the heck?
Holy hell!
I bought those fucking phoenix feathers.
I know.
That's 19.
As you're like saying this, it slowly begins to dawn on you that you didn't collect this much over your lifetime, but that Gil probably literally threw out everything at you that he has collected or had given to him in his lifetime.
Oh. Corey's
Zelus
anger
is-
kind of simmers. Let's not take all of it. I don't want him to feel like I still owe him. Maybe just, I don't know, 8K?
Zelus's hand is turned into a shovel and is just shoveling it into the haversack. Oh. I think that's about 8K or so.
Yeah, I probably, did that. When I was on the street, I did pretty good for myself. So,
Did you?
Yeah.
that's probably what I made. Hopefully.
What
Gil
was your
pops out a
tactic?
receipt.
You need an itemized receipt on your charitable donations to Gil. Can I get a form 1096, please?
All right. As you two finally leave, you scoop 6,500 gold.
Okay.
So the two of you head down to the Market of Fleeting Opportunities, Rosalind.
Yeah.
Did I have you roll investigation already for being in the market?
Yeah,
So?
dirty
You
20.
got the dirty 20. Okay. You start walking around. You're asking people, looking for the little girl. They're like, can you be more specific? And you start to describe her.
It
And
looks like a smaller.
when you say a smaller you, you end up you're talking with a humanoid that has the head of a frog. And when you say a smaller me, they go, oh. And they turn and start walking away. And you're like, what the fuck? And then they stop when they're like 20 yards away, and they turn around and kind of like put a thumb up next to you. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. She was over near. Oh, it was one of the fight pits.
A fight pit.
Where are the
Yeah.
fight pits?
He points north, further down the way.
Yeah, she takes off running like
And-
she's gonna vomit.
As you go running past him, he points over to his left, and then he turns and points over his shoulders behind him. And there's another one back the other way as well.
So when you say over by the fight
Nice.
pits, that could be any direction. Which one was she by?
It was either the Moonlit Brawl Grounds, the Sylvan Blood Ring. Oh, it might have been the Fey Fury Pits.
Oh my god.
You know what? It's not the Moonlit Brawl Grounds. That's a Winter Court thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, probably the Blood Ring or the Fey Fury Pit. And you see this look in Corrin's eyes as like the two of you meet eyes, and like you see a little bit of shadow in there at this point.
There it is.
You're like,
oh, there it is. Okay. All right. I was starting to
Yeah.
wonder, but now I see it.
I would start with the Fey Fairy Pit. That's closer. You have to go to Unseelie territory to get to the Bloodbath one. Yeah, I was
Can
there.
I
I was
guess?
there a few weeks ago.
Thank you.
Yep.
We're gonna, hi.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Luster, can you fly above us and maybe like head in one of these directions and see if you see Ceres?
Lister nods excitedly and jumps and flies up into the air. And
I have
once
another idea too.
Luster gets about 50 feet up, he vanishes from view.
Luster? What?
Have Lester make a perception check for me. Rosalind, if you'd like to, I will allow you to spend inspiration for Lester. Nope, okay.
No, I'm good. Let the dice tell the story.
Then why are you getting to 100? Passive perception is 12, so it must be +2. I'm trying to figure if he's trained in it.
Luster?
Yeah, I can't remember if he's trained in it, but it doesn't look like it.
All right, take an inspo. Roll it at advantage.
Oh, it's the keep. I'll just do this twice.
There it is.
Okay, that wasn't great.
Nope.
That's not great either.
Nope.
See, this is why I don't bother.
If you'd have put 20 inspo on that, boom, found her.
Right.
So yeah, Luster flies up and he's kind of looking around and he's looking for the area and he got it's there. There's a lot going on here, and he just decides this is too much. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. And as he turns to look to go back to you, he can't find Mama either.
Oh jeez.
What? Wait, what's that smell? He kind of looks around. There is no bodies of water that he can see, but that is definitely smoked fish. And he dives back down, landing on the ground, nowhere near any of you, and starts to follow his nose around until he comes up to what looks to be like a sort of community barbecue cook-off type deal going on. Someone is slicing up and grilling fish kebabs. And they lock eyes with him and goes, "Oh, is it a little Twilight Drake I see?
Is that a thing?
I know what you're here for. You want it smoked or raw?" And Luster just goes bounding up there, and the guy begins to feed him fish as he's like, "Let me show you the best way to smoke a face salmon."
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And you're like, "Luster?
Luster?
Luster?"
Don't worry about it. Let's just.
And I think
Well,
we've
I am
talked
worried
before. I think we've talked before about how like you two have like a connection. I don't quite think you can like psychically communicate with him.
We haven't established that at this point.
It's not, but it's not something that like the rules say you can psychically because like.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
So you do, I think, kind of sense him. He is nearby, and at first you get like a little bit of panic from him, like the same panic that you're feeling. And then it is just completely wiped away with like unbridled joy.
Wherever he is, he's very happy. He either found some chicken or found some fish.
Leo, did you say you have an idea?
Yeah, and then I pull out my sending stone and I attempt to send a message to Ceres myself.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
Please do.
Hi, Ceres. This is Rosalind's friend, Leo. I'm in the markets and I wanted somebody to eat lunch with. Will you meet up with me?
He knows kids. I'll grant him that.
Hey, Leo. Yeah, I guess. Where should we meet? This place is super confusing. But I met a friend who can probably take me to wherever you need to be.
Okay, I look around.
Okay.
Any landmarks I can, like, pull out?
Yeah. You see this giant tree that kind of sticks out. It looks like something that you would expect to see in like a swamp, like a. If you saw this anywhere else, and honestly, maybe even here too, you would expect like an evil hag to live in it. And there are like hanging down from these like big wide branches are tables that have like chairs sort of attached to them, and you see some people are like up there, and there's fairies flitting around like filling like cups and putting like food out and stuff like that.
I look to Maeve. Do you have that sending stone on you?
I give him the one that's paired with Zana.
Okay.
I think that's the last one.
Yeah, I think Corey has the other one. And I'll send Saris. Okay, there's a big tree that looks like a hag might be in it, but I think it's a restaurant. Your friend might know where that is. Ask him to take you there.
Okay, be there soon.
All right.
Maybe this'll work. It'll come to us. Because Saris has a friend, and I use quotation marks when I do that.
That sounds ominous.
Uh,
All right, Leo, go on ahead. We'll trail behind.
I'll go to the waiting spot.
Okay. So you walk up to what is known as the Crooked Branch Cafe. And there are also like a few tables and stuff set up down in the bottom. There's definitely some sort of like magic going on here, because you watch as like the fairway immediately gives way to like bog and water, and they're like wide sort of stepping stones that take you further in over the bog and water, and then there are tables set up, and then you watch people are just like floating up to these cafe tables that are like hanging down off of these branches. And sure enough, you see up on like the porch of this tree, which is also a house, you see that there's a hag that is up there and is currently like knitting something. And you see this younger lady, maybe somewhere 17 to maybe 20ish, and she has beautiful long blonde hair, and she's kind of sitting there sort of silently weeping as people are walking by and enjoying their frittatas and their brunch and whatnot. And anyway, what the hag is knitting is she's knitting it out of this girl's hair right off of her head.
The food?
No, she's just kind of watching. She seems like she's just decided to turn her, house in her swamp into a little bit of a theme restaurant. And she's just, watching the workers and the waiters and whatnot do what they're doing and knitting like a scarf or something out of this, girl's hair.
Well,
I'll walk up to the hag. It's like, do you mind if I wait here
yeah,
for somebody?
And then a little fairy like flies up and goes, so sorry, sir. She just owns the place. She just likes to watch and observe. A bit of a people watcher. Table for one.
No, I am actually waiting for someone to show up.
Oh, all right, sure. Well, we have a waiting area right over there. And you see a turtle shell, and there's a few people kind of sitting on it. It's good, like maybe 10 feet long. Skeleton of a turtle in it. So if you just take a seat over there, and when your party arrives, let me know, and we will get you a seat.
Sounds good. Do you have any like spare sending stones around here to make sure that they'll...
Sorry, sending stones are for customers only.
I just have sending stones to use.
And she flits away. So the rest of you are just watching from a distance as Lloyd...
I mean, we can go forward, I guess. I was just worried that Saris would run, but if you think she'd be fine, we can go.
Yeah, no, I don't think she's gonna run away from us. Just
Yeah, we go
yeah,
forward.
we go over there right away with them.
Okay, Corey and Zelus, you two are heading down. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Just chatting with Zelus, and I'm like, so maybe I could start training with like Roz and Zana, and like, I don't know, maybe I could I just do some like 1-2s. I don't know. Get up in the fight like you guys always do. Huh?
Maybe we could get you a weapon that is long range, so you don't have to be up in the front lines.
I hear
But-
something about somebody wanting to be in the front lines.
Oh,
You guys turn around to look, and there's a shop that seems to be set up. You see like armors up on the wall. The sort of counter where you would expect someone to be is empty. On the other side of it, you have a tent set up. There's smoke kind of wafting out of it. And then the other side, you see kind of tied up to a pole. Like, can I think of a hitching post? Tied up to a hitching post. And eating some of the grass that's there, you see a cow.
Yeah, actually, so I am trying to get into the hero business. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a new
Who are you saying this to,
thing.
Corey?
The dude who called.
You don't see a dude.
Oh no. Hello?
Yeah, you want some armor? The cow says.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, sorry, my proprietor, my owner's out, so I mind the stall while he's out getting lunch.
I love it.
Oh.
I love the.
You looking for some armor?
Hi. Yes.
I never get to sell armor. He never lets me talk to people. Oh, this is gonna be so exciting. This is my chance. If you can buy some armor and prove that I can sell it, he'll put me in charge more often. I won't just have to sit here on the hitching post all day long.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So, what are you looking for?
I look down at my non-existent muscles. What? What stops me from dying? You know.
Yeah, armor will do that. Well, let's start with the basics. You need light, medium, or heavy armor.
Let me check my character sheet.
You can get
You're a sorcerer. I don't think you can wear any of them.
Yeah, you know, maybe heavy. That sounds like that's Corey knowing nothing about armor.
Heavy armor.
think-
Good choice. Good
Cause
choice.
like, yeah.
All right. Here.
all the commitments to the book.
He kind of like points with his head. He says, "You see that set of leather armor up there, studded with the heavy steel plates? It's the one with the red wax seals that are kind of scattered all over it. And you look and you see wax is like dripping down this armor like blood. That's the armor of sacrifice. Real good stuff.
What's being sacrificed?
So whoever wears it, they can decide to like be hurt extra from any hit that that an ally lands on someone else. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's wrong.
Oh.
No, I got that the other way. No, sorry. If one of your allies gets hit, you can take the damage instead. There you go. Sorry, that's what it does.
Yeah, I just envision Roz's arm being torn off. Yeah. What else you got?
What about
Looking
Daniel?
for-
Do you want to try Daniel?
Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel, tell him about yourself. And
No.
you see the suit of battered armor kind of back in the corner. It's plate armor. It looks like an old like guard's uniform. Daniel goes, "Yeah, you hear the voice coming from the armor. I wouldn't recommend me. Like I can bolster your strength once a
Okay.
day, give you like, you know, a decent amount of like sort of temporary life.
Okay.
And I don't like doing that stuff. I don't like getting hit in things. So
Oh.
like if you do something like dangerous and stupid, I will try to take over your body and, you know, get us out of there. So
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel, you're not selling this very well.
That's the cow.
Come on, coward. You know, don't call me that. Your name. It's not a good word in human speech, though.
His name is Coward.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Name is
Howard, but
Howard?
he's a
I
cow.
know. I got
all
the
right.
joke.
All right.
He's got layers, honey. The
All right.
female has
Okay.
layers.
Call me by my Fae name. All right, Spot.
Spot.
Yeah, he's got spots on him. Yeah, it's my best feature.
Yeah, totally. Zelus, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I don't think any of these are good options, right? Is that rude of me?
Look, I just buy something, please. So he thinks I'm a good salesman. Like you can just. Whoa. What about a helmet? We got helmets.
What kind of helmets?
How about see that silver one over there, the one that has the golden cross hammered onto the faceplate?
Okay.
Okay, if you wear that helmet, psychic damage can't hurt you. And it's also a lot harder to like charm you and like do like magical fear effects and stuff.
That's a good helmet.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, it's the Helm of Mind Warning? Like it wards off mines or something? I don't know. What
Okay.
about that one?
That sounds pretty legit.
Yeah.
Is it do I have to like meditate with it and stuff?
Oh, attunement? Yeah, it's a pretty good one. You gotta do that.
Damn. Yeah, I guess I should have said that first. I kind of need things that are like passive buffs and stuff because I'm a bit chock full over here.
You're making this really hard.
How much is
Sorry.
Daniel?
Daniel's 50 gold. Yeah, come on, don't undersell me. 150 gold? Yeah, that's fine.
I'll give you 50.
Make a persuasion check.
You have 6,500 gold, y'all.
If your friend
that's a
buys,
pretty good-
if your friend buys something, I'll toss in Daniel for 50 gold. Spot, come on, I don't want to go. They're weird.
Hey.
Sorry, you kind of are.
Look, do you I don't know. I guess do you have anything more arcane based maybe? Magic type?
It's not really armor. Like it's not going to protect you very well. But we got this thing called a deviant circlet.
Okay.
Yeah. If you look up on the counter there, it's made of like this dark marbled material. Might be hard to see. It doesn't catch light very well. But when it does, it's this really cool prismatic stuff. But it lets you use telepathy, like to speak with people in their heads.
Okay, been there, done that.
And then you can also it does a thing where like you can speak in someone's head, but as someone else, so they think someone else is speaking into their head, but not you.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
I kind
This
of
is-
look at Zelus.
It's gonna go so wrong.
That kind of sounds fun. How much?
I think that was 4,000 gold.
What?
Doesn't require attunement.
It doesn't. Okay.
What? Yeah.
We'll take that for
Maybe.
2,000 gold.
It's not my money. It's not my money. It's not my money.
3,000 gold.
Man, that sounds real cool.
And Daniel for free. Dude! This is not helping my self-esteem. Daniel used to be a farmer. I don't know how
Okay.
that matters.
2,500. And I will write a letter to the proprietor of this establishment to, you know, have your own shifts, make your own money, and make a name for yourself.
2,500 and 100 for Daniel.
What if I
Final offer, and he stamps his hoof.
And I say in Zelus's mind, am I a dick if I pull out the royal card already?
Nah, totally go for it.
Okay. 2,500, and I'll put the royal seal on that letter.
You're not a royal.
Aren't I?
Are you?
Coward.
Excuse me,
make a
but
persuasion check.
this is the prince of the summer court, and I am her knight.
Persuasion check at advantage.
Are you serious? I'm gonna add. Jesus Christ.
What you
man,
get
am I gonna
at
spend all-
advantage?
At advantage, I rolled a 4 and a 5. I have a plus 10, but still, I feel like
All right, how much
yeah,
you want?
it's a
How
cow.
much? How much?
It's a cow.
We
How
gotta
much-
impress the cow.
How much do you want to
I
add
know.
to it?
Of my 6 inspo,
Mhm.
so I want to spend. Yeah, fuck it. I'll make it a 20.
You make it a 20. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got to write the letter here, though.
Sure.
Okay. All right, so you write out a letter. You've seen what the royal stamp looks like, and you have enough magical aptitude to be able to put the royal stamp on it through like magical
Isn't it
means.
like on my chest too? So like
It is.
I know what
Yeah. Yep. Sure is. And with that, you get the Deviant Circlet, which I will get into D&D Beyond for next time. And and you have Daniel.
Nice.
Daniel.
Yep.
He got anxiety.
Yep.
I
So
hand
I'm gonna
Daniel
need write-ups
to
of
Zelus.
both of those.
we will. I'll get you the cards. Daniel is regular plate armor that you can use an action to give yourself 50 temporary hit points.
Holy shit!
Holy, what?
Once a
I
day.
might need that.
But if you're doing something dangerous, he will attempt to take over your body and run away.
Like,
How far away?
Until it's not dangerous anymore.
oh, wow.
Oh, so if we're in the Pallid Grove again, you're running all the way down to the fucking coast.
Unless you can make the save to have him not take you over.
How to save is it?
Charisma or wisdom, I would think.
I'll figure it out. Actually, you know
I was
what?
gonna say I'm worried it's strength.
Probably like strength. Yeah.
I think it's strength. I don't think he's like taking over your mind. I think the armor is just
Is
moving
moving.
with you in
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, which is worse.
Oh god.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the Crooked Branch Cafe, not the Rainforest Cafe.
Okay.
As you were all, you're offered a table once you show up if you want a table as well, since there's more of you now and there's not enough room for everyone.
Can we get one where we can still like see people like going by?
Yeah, in fact, you get one up high, so that way you can see even
Great.
further.
We'll do that.
Yeah, and so they go, all right, your table's up there, and we'll be by in a minute. Take your order.
I try to like mentally to Lester just to be like, can you come back, please?
He's considering it.
Not even a
Really
roll.
fucking good chicken or fish.
Cross has not even dared to look at Corinth in the last like 10 minutes.
Corinth is like, how do we get up there? There's definitely a better vantage point from up there.
Yeah.
Can I climb?
you want to start
Well, they expect
climbing
us just
up there?
Yeah, start
Okay.
climbing.
You're going to start climbing, and the hag goes, ah, 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 and the fairy comes like, no, 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 you don't climb the tree. You just, there's magic. Just think, and you'll fly. God, tourists, and she flits off. And
Looks around like, oh.
and Corinth
Apparently,
just
if you
like,
believe hard
yeah,
enough.
Corinth just starts thinking, and you watch as he floats up to the table.
I guess it works. I do the same.
Oz does the same.
All right.
Model man.
After about 5 minutes, you see a little silver-haired girl kind of wander up next to the bog, accompanied by a Harengon, a rabbit person, who you can see is adorned in this like shining mithril sort of silver with golden accented like scaled armor. There's like a highly detailed breastplate across the front of it that has a star, like a giant sun emblazoned on it. And they're kind of looking around, and Corinth goes.
Roz points immediately.
Yes. Down. And you watch as Corinth just falls.
Oh God.
And takes 7 points of damage. You hear a crack and oh no. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Dad?
Roz.
And Sarah's comes
down.
coming up. Oh, something's definitely broken, and you see a bone sticking out of the shin.
Oh God.
Oh, I can't look.
Okay.
I can't look. I can't
Oh,
look.
yep. Corinth. Tell me. What did you say your husband's name is?
Did we decide yet already?
I don't think we
I
have.
don't
No.
think we did. Marcus.
The moment he says the name, she snaps the bone back into place.
Oh, it still hurts even if I can't see it.
You could have used
And then,
anything
well,
else.
well, she got to set the bone first, and then she'll lay on hands to heal it up.
Oh, that's actually
I guess I
feels
figured
pretty
lay on hands would do that.
good. Rosalind,
Yeah.
I want you to roll a d20 for me. This isn't something you can put advantage on,
Sure.
okay? But I will allow you to spend inspo up to 20 on it. That's all you get.
Of course.
That's all you get.
So I do want a high number.
Maybe. No, yeah, I will let you know. Yes, you want a high number. The higher, the least severe stuff Saris has gotten up to.
Don't listen to Robbie. Stand your ground. Keep your inspo. Look towards the goal.
God,
The triple
he's
digits.
doing the worst thing for you. You have to just roll a single 1d20.
Yeah, I know, right? The
No
Wait.
way. No
That did not-
way.
no, that didn't actually roll it to period at the end.
Oh.
Sorry
That's
for my
1d120.
streak. I am so sorry for that.
15.
15. Don't want to spend anything on it?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
As Saris comes running up, Daddy! I'm a warlock now! And you see that she has around her neck this necklace with a little charm on it that looks like rabbit ears.
Oh, fuck.
Roz gets up to her feet. You mean you're a warlock?
I'm a warlock. I made a pact with my patron.
She looks at the Harengon.
Yep.
That would be you?
The Harrigan kind of smiles brightly and goes, "Ah, yes, it is good fortune and rare tidings to find one so young who is willing to make a pact so willingly, but a fine warrior she shall someday make."
No, she shall not. You are going to let her out of that pact right now.
Saris goes, I don't want to be out of the pact, though. I want power. Roz, I didn't even have to give up any of my bones.
What did you give up?
I just had to promise to be, what was it again? You don't have to promise in time under my tutelage and training when you are of proper age. You will start your training to become the next golden sky dancer of the summer court. My apologies, rude manners. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sir Pouncewell Longleap, the Star Hopper, golden sky dancer of the summer court. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. You must be Alien Roz. You can just call her Roz. The other Roz is in my head. Ah, just Roz.
Hey, Saris, what did your Roz say about this?
Does that matter?
Yeah, it does. Actually, right now.
It's not a
A
good
lot.
idea.
Oh, okay. Interesting. How's Corinth doing?
Somewhere between there's it looks like his brain's trying to decide between like anger or fear and is sort of getting lost somewhere in confusion.
That's fair.
And he looks towards you and just goes, "What's a warlock? What does the deal mean? No,
Warlock
it
is-
doesn't
warlock
matter.
is a-
Doesn't matter. End it. Just end it. You have to end it. You did not get my permission to be the patron of my daughter, so stop." Good sir. Good madam. I can assure you, I understand your hesitation. The term warlock and patron are often looked upon with disdain, as the relationship between the two can often get problematic. But I assure you that under my training and tutelage and with access to my powers and abilities, young Saris here will grow up to be a fine warrior indeed. And Saris kind of puffs her chest out. I'm gonna be a sky dancer, Roz. I bet that means I can fly. Not fly like you would think, but more or less, yes.
No, you're. How do I even know you're qualified to teach her anything?
Mortals. The golden sky dancer.
she's
of
immortal, right?
The summer court. Well, yes, and she's going to be one of the best ones. The title of the golden sky dancer of the summer court is not a title that just anyone has. That is bestowed upon you by the queen herself.
So at the whim of some lady, you can be that.
You have to earn it.
Oh.
I fought off an army of adult fairy dragons during one of the wars against the Winter Court.
We hear this too, Leo and I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's
I'm
here.
gonna think in Roz's head, and just be like, I don't think pissing off this Fae is gonna help Saris, but if he has been officially called by the Queen, which is Corey's mom, maybe we should talk to her.
Perhaps.
This is through your head.
Yeah. She nods. Well, as it is, Saris already has someone who is teaching her in the manners of swordplay and being a warrior.
Lady Larest, is this true? I mean, I can... Back home, like when you go to school, you have lots of teachers, so you can have more than one teacher.
Roz puffs her chest up a little bit.
Roz?
Are you not my student?
Yeah, I can be your student and his student. Right?
She looks at the at the Haringen.
Look to Leo. That works.
He kind of shrugs, like, oh. Eventually she'll see who the superior one is. You catch Corinth out of, like, the corner of your eyes, and he's giving you this look like...
Roz nods. Why don't we show her right now?
Roz,
Are you
don't.
requesting a duel?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So the stakes are that if I lose, I release the girl from her pact. And if I win, since she's already in a pact with me, what is it that I get? Your full name and title.
Dame Rosalind, the Dreamwalker.
Do you not represent the change bringer as well?
She nods. I did not know that the Fae cared for the divine.
Oh, we know the divine. Coralon is the one who made the divine realm, as it were. Zelus and Corey, you two notice as you're walking, like there's a bit of a crowd has started to gather, and as you two kind of push to the front of it, you can see that Rosalind with Saris in the middle seems to be having some sort of like face off here. Very
Oh, I
well. Then, should I win, I will bestow upon you a new title.
Name it.
You will be Dame Rosalind, the Dreamwalker, the Unchanged.
You're on.
All right, then. And watch as he stands and he... You notice now he doesn't have any weapons on him, despite wearing the armor here. Very well. Have at thee.
Ra's gonna put up her shield of faith.
All right, then he gets an action on himself as well. He's going to cast Jump on himself.
Sounds fair.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, that's not super great. Sir Pouncewell.
15.
Oh, actually, that is a 17 for him.
Yeah, Heron can have real good initiative.
Sure does. Sure does.
Not just kind of good.
So he bounds on up to you at a pretty blinding speed.
Ra's whips her sword out.
And he is going to... He's going to use a grapple. Let me just double check something here real quick. Not that one. He will use evasive footwork to add a d8 to his AC till the end of his next turn. Ooh, a 1. Cool. And then he is going to try and grapple you. So I need an opposed athletics or acrobatics check.
We'll go with athletics.
I figured you probably would.
25.
Okay. Only a 20 for him. So he runs up and he attempts to sort of grab around, and you're able to throw him off pretty easily, and he's going to go for another grapple attack.
Another one?
Yep.
24.
27. So this time as he goes to grab and you go to shrug off, he reaches underneath and sort of gets you into like a bear hug and goes, ha ha ha! Hold on. And he is going to use his bonus action to rabbit hop. And you will watch as this Haragon jumps 90 feet into the air with Rosalind
Fuck.
and lets you go.
Okay. So we both fall, apparently, right?
You are both beginning your descent. You will land at the...
Next turn, right? Because we fall
I
60
believe
feet in
so.
a turn?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So while we're on our way down, then, I guess Roz will take her turn.
Yep. Attacks while falling at disadvantage.
That's fair enough. She's going to bonus action to put Hexblade's Curse on him,
Okay.
and then she'll make her attack at disadvantage.
Actually, hold on. I just realized this. I thought this was a bonus action to do. It's not. It's a reaction. After he lets you go, he casts Featherfall on himself.
Fair enough.
So, you get one attack on him before you're out of range due to Featherfall.
Fair enough.
Did you say 25 or what was the?
She hasn't
that was
attacked yet.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So go ahead and do your attack.
At disadvantage?
Yes. His AC is not high.
Oh, well, you survived to getting a nat 20 because of it.
That hits.
We'll do a first level smite. So he's going to take Oh, that's a D10, not a D8. Sorry. 32 damage total.
Does that count the 12 as well?
That's with the 12, yeah.
Okay, so
32 total.
32 total. All right. And you still have bonus action, basically.
Well, she Hexblade's cursed, so she doesn't.
Ah, all right. So you are going to...
Oh, yeah, so sorry. Actually, 5 more damage. Or is it proficiency bonus? It's proficiency. It's 4 more damage necrotic from the Hexblade's curse.
You got it. All right. And so as Rosalind hits the ground...
Wait, she won't hit till next turn. She fell 60 feet, and we were 90 feet in the air, right?
Right. You are correct. All right, cool. So, on to his next turn. Oh, he used one of those. He
falls slowly.
He does. Falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round, so he won't hit the ground till the end of next turn. So,
Okay.
for now, he will take the dodge action in the air as he's floating to the ground. End his turn. You will hit for... I'm just going to roll this in here. 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
First damage I've taken, so it's halved to 16 because of my shield.
Read me the way that I wrote the shield. Does it have to come from attacks? Because that was the intention.
Oh, well, then fair. We can just say that it's that, whether
Okay.
or not.
Does it say attacks, or does it just say the first source of damage?
I think it's just the first time you take damage. The first time you are dealt damage from an attack. Okay, no,
Okay,
fair enough.
cool.
You're right. Yep, you're right.
All right.
Then 33?
Yes, 33 damage. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to make my charisma check. Or my concentration check.
And he is currently, as of now,
I'm good.
30 feet in the air.
Yep. Roz is just going to hold her action for when he lands.
All right, ready to attack to hit him as he
Or
lands?
when he gets in range, I should say. As she
Yep.
braces herself.
All right, as he comes down, he goes, ha ha ha, have at thee! And he goes and lands down right in front of you, so go ahead and make an attack.
Got an inspo for this one. Here's my 19 for a crit.
All right. He's going to use silvery barbs on you.
What a dick. All right, so he'll roll it again. Or she'll roll it again. Double nat ones.
Oh!
I'll use my shield to turn it into a nat 20 and crit anyway.
Fuck you.
Oh!
Oh, he doesn't have his reaction to have that damage.
No, he does not.
Shame on me.
So she's going to do Le Big Bonk. So let's see, it's 48, so that's double to 8d8 plus 2d8 for the weapon, plus another 2d8 for the weapon because it's the 2d8 extra radiant damage, plus... That's what? 12d8 plus her standard damage, which is 9 right now. No, that's not right. That's, yeah, plus 13.
And don't forget the 4 from Hex.
Yes, that's right. So that's 13. 68 damage.
How do you want to do this, Rosalind?
She's not going for a lethal shot right now. This is more to prove a point. So she is going to...
You did crit smite him.
She did crit smite him. But, I mean, listen, if he can't survive it, then he dies. But she's not aiming for, like, a vital point. She's just trying to knock him out.
Okay. Roll a d20. You want high.
6.
Okay. You bring your sword down onto him as he lands. It's like a baseball being like teed up for you. You have a bladed weapon, so just trying to knock him unconscious with a bladed weapon and a smite is not the easiest thing to do, regardless of how proficient you are with it. And it hits hard, and this plume of divine energy explodes out of him, and you see the body ragdolls away from you and like over towards the edge of the crowd, where a bunch of people have to like step backwards. And all of you see Zelus and Corey standing there, and Sir Pouncewell is not moving at all, and Saris lets out a shriek and like runs over towards the body. Corlin's like, Saris, no! And like runs to try and get her.
Roz will go over to revivify him.
Do you have the diamonds for Revivify?
She does. She has a third level spell slot still.
Okay.
Well, one more. Yeah.
All right.
Accidents happen after all. So she'll revivify him.
Yep.
Oh, so when I try to use my diamonds for NPCs, I get shit on. But
Right.
when
You don't try to use them for NPCs. You try to give them to NPCs.
Dang.
So here's the thing.
tomato, okay.
Here's the thing. NPCs follow the same rules for reviving as we do. So as a Revivify, it's a straight D20 roll. It's a 50-50 chance. Saris is bawling her eyes out as she looks down, and you come over and she looks up and she goes, "You have to save him!"
She nods.
So you
and kneels down, brings out her diamond, and starts to work on revivifying him.
fish the diamond out. Massive crowd here, by the way. Tons of people saw this go down. And you begin the quick ritual for it, and watch as the diamond dissolves in your hands, and you sprinkle the dust about him, and you feel the glow coming from your shield as you ask Avandra to help bring back Sir Pouncewell. And as this is happening, you hear, "Where is he? Where is he? He better not have gone to another damn duel." And you watch as the crowd parts. You see another Haragon come through. "Where's my husband?" And this Harrigan man comes hopping up and sees and goes, "What have you done?" "She did what was asked of her." And Sir Pouncewell like rolls over.
Oh.
And Saris is just like crying into him. There. Dear girl, you'll have to find another way to get power." And she looks up at you, Roz, through tears and goes, "I wanted to be a Golden Sky Dancer, though."
I am certain that you did, and that's a conversation you can have with the people who take care of you.
And it was knew you weren't the cool Roz.
Oh my
And
God.
she stomps back over to Corinth and just has her arms crossed and is like looking down and pouting. And the Haragon man helps Sir Pouncewell back up and goes, "That was a well-fought fight.
You can jump very high.
Twice as high when I'm not lugging around all that plate mail you have on. If it wasn't for your change bringer, I'd had you up for another trip to the ground."
If it wasn't for my change bringer, you'd be dead.
No, I feel like she gives you the fiery power too.
Well, she helps me.
And Sir Pouncewell and his husband start to limp off, with the husband giving him a talking to. "What would we have told the children if you'd have died in the streets?"
Oh gosh.
He has 14 adopted war orphans, I would have you know.
Oh God. Roz just puts Radiant Sister away and is like, "I hate this place.
It's like, I don't feel as good about this duel as I'd like to.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't feel good about anything that has happened ever."
Approaching. How about we get off the streets of public viewing?
Yes, there is
Yeah.
lots of whispers kind of going back and forth about the mortal that defeated the Golden Sky Dancer.
Okay.
Saris is very upset, but Corinth also has her tightly by the hand. While all this is going on, Hermia, are you there and awake?
Yeah.
So you and Zana make your way back to her room. You sit down. So do you want to use it, or would you prefer if I tried to?
You can do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have that thing that he gave you? Having a thing of someone's makes it easier.
Oh, I don't.
As you say that, Hermia, you feel something in your hand.
What's in my hand?
Opening it up, you see the crystallized blood that your father had given you.
But I gave this to Roz.
She takes it from you. She throws it out the window.
Excuse you?
Do you
I gave it to Roz specifically so I wouldn't do that.
Oh, so you want it back?
That's true.
I mean, I don't know. I have complicated feelings.
Well, I need it for the spell.
Okay, well, go get it. You threw it out the window.
I feel like if you wanted to get it, you could.
What do you mean?
You said Roz had it, and then you did. Close your hand and want it.
I didn't want it when I said that Roz had it.
And yet...
Okay, my hand is closed.
Yep.
I don't have it.
Do you want it back, Hermia?
I don't know.
Do you want it so that Zana can use it in the ritual?
Yes and no.
As you think to yourself, yes, but I don't really, you feel it in your hand again.
I feel it in my hand.
Yep, you open it up and there it is in your hand.
Ugh, what is this?
I don't know, Faye bullshit, and she takes it from you.
Okay.
This is... Oh no, scrying orbs have their own DC. Who knows the rules for scrying off the top of their head?
You have the spell handy, Zelus?
I'm about to
Give
get
me
it
a
up.
hot sec.
I got it. You took too long. Familiar, -5. Body part, I'd say crystallized blood is a body part. Jeez, wow. All right, so spell save DC is 15, and he gets -15 to his modifier. So he would need to roll a 15 or higher. Okay. So Zana's holding this orb. And you watch as her eyes go white, and you see the orbs kind of like just filled with like these weird colors. And her eyes seem to be moving like she's seeing something. You can see me right now? All right, I guess that's fair. Yeah, she's pretty upset. No, she didn't want to know if you were okay or not. No, there's no way for her to talk right now. How is she supposed to know that? You need to work on your communication.
From Zana.
I would know. It's something that I'm working on.
There we go.
All right. How much blood? That should be doable.
Oh.
All right. You watch as her eyes uncloud. You have to mix your blood with it.
What?
Yeah.
How was I supposed to know that?
That's what I asked. Apparently, it's pretty common Fey knowledge. He said, in order to, it's called a bloodstone, and in order to communicate with someone, your blood needs to mix with the bloodstone. He's in prison though.
What?
He didn't have. He had like half of his arms in legs. You should just drip your blood so it's completely covered, and then you should be able to talk to him with it.
What? I'm confused. In prison where?
I don't know. I didn't ask for details. I figured you'd want
What did it look like?
talk to him. It looked like a prison cell, Hermia. It was a little box. It was dark, and his biceps and thighs were chained to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't have anything, and she's like motioning from like the elbow down else.
Mood.
Got rozzed, huh?
We're not calling it that.
On his arms and legs.
Ooh, quadruple rozzed.
Quadruple, that's what I was about to say.
Do you need help?
Do I need help? What?
I don't know, bleeding on it?
I don't know. Maybe.
All right, give me one of your daggers.
They're
Careful,
cheap
they're
and they
cool.
don't cut things.
Ceremonial. I love how that joke of mine has continued to run.
All right. It'll work. She takes one of your daggers and has to like stab it into your arm pretty hard.
Donna!
But
Does Zelda not have any daggers?
but draws blood. Does she not have any daggers? Oh wait, she has a dagger of warning. She goes, all right,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Do that then! You have your own dagger!
Yeah,
Contamination.
I'm not used to it. Plus, it hurts more, and she slides it across to you, and you
What?
take. Why is it only? Does dagger of warning not give +1? No, it doesn't. All right.
No.
You take 6 slashing damage, Hermia, and you bleed
Yeah.
all over this little sort of ice crystal thing. And as you do, it actually begins to glow blue, like it has like this little sort of icy core in it. All right, cool. That worked for some reason. I'm gonna go return this. Okay.
Wait, you can't just leave!
You don't want to have a private moment with your dad?
Didn't Maeve teach you about being emotionally supportive at all?
Okay. And she sits down next to you and like puts a hand on your shoulder.
Okay, you don't need to do that.
All right. Well,
Just
I'm
sit
trying. All right. I don't know how just sitting here helps, but sure.
Now what?
I don't know. Talk in. Maybe it's like a sending stone. I don't know.
You say something.
It's not my blood.
Oh, it has to be like the person's blood.
Apparently, it's made. Just talk
I am talking.
into it.
Hello?
Hey, little snowflake.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. Your assassin friend there kind of you got my letter from the little fairy lady?
Yes.
All right. So I went back to the Winter Court, to tell the Queen of Air and Darkness was taking a bit of a sabbatical, going on a little bit of a vacation to track down and defeat the Raven Queen. She didn't take too kindly to that. Said I was deserting, I was a traitor, and all that kind of stuff. So we kind of came to blows a little bit. Not obviously, you know, me and her, 'cause she's a queen of air and darkness, but like, you know, she had her other champions and her guards and stuff. And so I killed a few of them, and she wasn't super happy about that. So then we did come to blows, me and her. And, you know, now I'm in her prison of eternal darkness and winter. I'm almost grown back, though. I still got my legs and my arms from like the knees and the elbows down is coming back, and then I'll be able to break out of here. You know what they say? Should have asked for forgiveness and not permission. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to, you know, come when you called me. Look, Hermia, I'm real glad that I got to meet you, and I'm gonna do the best I can, you know, to be a dad. But I'm really only good at like a few things, and so it's gonna take some learning, you know, for new things. And I don't want to hurt you, but sometimes, you know, I'm gonna make mistakes, and I just need you to know that I'm trying my best. Hello, is this thing on?
No, I'm confused. So if you break out of prison, like, do they just forget you were in there?
Oh no, they'll be real mad about that for sure. Yeah, but you know, my mistake was going, and I was in. You know, I was in the court, like in the inner court of winter, and that's where the Queen of Air and Darkness is most powerful. So if I'm just out, you know, on the road, on the run, on the lam, as they say in the material plane, like they'll send people after me for sure. But the Queen herself ain't gonna come after me. So anybody they send, I did the, you know, the thing where you like I can't do it because I don't have an arm, so I just did the sound. But like when you drag your thumb across your throat to be like, oh, I'm gonna kill somebody. That's what I'm gonna do to them when they show up to try to get me.
And okay. So are you like gonna be a wanted person for the rest of eternity now?
I mean, maybe, you know, until, you know, the Queen needs me to, you know, go and probably, you know, kill some champion from like the Sealy Court or the, you know, the Summer Court again. Then she'll probably be all right. You know, she has moods, right? She ain't called the Queen of Air and Darkness for no reason. You know, sometimes that air blows south, sometimes it blows north. So, you know, give her, you know, I'll give her another 400 or 500 years to cool off, and if I got to put a few people in the ground in that time, more fun for me.
Right. Okay. So what how long does it take to regrow back stuff?
Oh, I was just ahead this morning, so I don't know, like another maybe 3 or 4 hours I should be good to go.
Oh.
Yeah, sweetie, I'm an undying one, so you know they can't ever really kill me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll talk to you when you have all your limbs back.
Yeah. Did you want me to stop back by the summer court there? I don't know that the you know, Titania's gonna be all that happy about it. I guess we could maybe you could like ask her if the permission. You could ask her for permission for me to come.
I mean, I'll ask Corey.
All right, yeah, that's probably fine too.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fight your god and bring your brother back as apologies.
What? No,
Yep.
we need to like discuss this before you do anything else.
Man, I know fatherhood was gonna require so many discussions. All right, we'll talk about it. I'm definitely gonna fight her though. I'm gonna fight her a little bit.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. And that's where we'll end today's session.